Hello there, I'm Tom from Smart Aerials. Welcome to a video I'm showing you how to do a telephone extension, how to wire a telephone extension. Broadcast all the way from Smart Aerials HQ in Eastbourne, and it's about 45 degrees in this office today, so you probably noticed the beads of sweat on my head as we speak. That probably will get worse. It's not because I'm working too hard, it's because it is so hot in here. I didn't want to open the windows because you'll get the sound from the traffic coming in on the audio. So without any further ado, let's begin. So just for the purpose of this video, I've just taken all sockets away from back box and stuff like that. I'm not going to show you how to put back boxes on the wall because it's just a case of knocking the holes in the back box or chasing the socket in and fixing it with a couple of screws, or with a dry line box if you put it on. I'll have other videos for that sort of thing. So on this video, I'm just going to focus on the termination. So here is a UK style telephone master socket. Now this is an old style. They have actually changed this recently to one that you don't use a chrome punch down tool. You literally insert the bits of cable in and push it down with your finger. So it's actually easier, but if I show you this way, then you can do both. So there's my socket. Here's a telephone extension socket here, there, which is going to go into your second room, so you can plug your telephone or your router in into that room. And tools we're going to need, I'm just using a bit of Cat5 cable just for a demonstration. I've got a punch down tool, which we're going to use. It's called a chrome punch down tool, an IDC punch down tool. Very common in electrical merchants, places like Screwfix, I believe, sell them. They're not particularly expensive, about £10, it'll set you back. Time to cut the tool, cut the cable with a Stanley blade. I've actually left the blade out there. Whoops, my kids didn't get hold of that. Well, it's actually a screwdriver, but I've just got one here. So let's begin. So we're going to start by just preparing the cable, and I'm just going to get a decent amount back. Now I'm going quite vicious through this, so there's a good chance that I'm going to penetrate into the cable pairs, which we don't want to do. But I'm going to get this bit of string. I don't know why. That's why I had the screwdriver. So I can just pull that down and reveal a virgin bit of cable. Just got to put my nail there. And I'm going to cut that back with my cutters, which I didn't tell you I had. But they were there all along. So now what we've got here, we've got a bit of Cat5. Now your telephone cable that you have might not look the same as this, but it will have some common themes. So Cat5 is a four pair cable. So on Cat5 we've got brown, blue pair, orange pair, green pair. Yeah, on a 2-pair telephone cable you will only have orange pair, blue pair. On a 3-pair telephone cable you will have green pair. On a 4-pair you have Cat5 basically. So don't panic, but there are standards, there are cables we use for telephone cables. I'm just going to cut them back because that's way too long. Now on your telephone master socket, which that's the end we're going to do first, you've got two parts. So you've got your test socket, which if you've got a faulty line, BT might tell you to take the test socket off. You undo 2 screws, which I've already done, and then you take that off, and then you reveal that. So on the back of that part, that's where the telephone extensions connect to. So if BT ever tells you to disconnect that part of your socket, you are effectively disconnecting your telephone extensions, which can actually fix the fault you have. But bear that in mind. If you've disconnected that and your telephone extensions aren't working anymore, that's why you've physically disconnected them. But on the back of the master socket, you've also got like the incoming line. This pair here is just one pair. We're not messing about with that, and that'll be screwed down separately. So you don't even need to undo these screws here. They can just stay in. So that'll be on your wall. Now, you probably see on the back of that, I don't know if you can see those numbers, but next to the punch down tools here, punch down bits, there, they've got the numbers 2, 3 and 5 on them. Some of the earlier ones had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some had 2, 3, 4, 5. We only need 2, 3 and 5, and actually on some sockets we only need 2 and 5. It's just we connect to number 3 for a ring circuit, but not all systems need it. So, but just connect it anyway. So here we go. So we're going to disregard the ones we don't want. That's the brown and the green pair, and we're going to untwist the orange pairs. The cable you've got might not have twists on it. It might just be straight cable, so you wouldn't have to do this bit. But twisted cable is good because it helps sort of limit interference pickup and stuff like that. And we're going to go into our socket there. So I'm just laying it down here. I'm trying to do this so you can see it. I've got my hands in the way. I'm going to lay it down there. So number 2 is the blue cable. So the way I remember it is blue 2, and then you work off from there. And we're going to get that there, and we're just going to get the punch down tool, and we're going to put that down there. If you notice, that's cut the cable as well, because that's got a little compressing bit. When you compress that, those little bits at the end, snip it and get it to the right size. And then the next one, number 3, is the orange pair. The orange pair, or the orange cable, because we don't put the pair in. Do the same thing. There. So see that? Now that's for your ring circuit. Like, so you don't always need it, but just connect it. And number 5 is the white and blue pair, the white and blue cable. So we've got that. I guess that's sweat again. So that's what it looks like now. Yeah. So this little bit here, that little bit, we can put a cable tie in there, which you probably want to do. Just keep it nice and snug, so it's not going to get pulled on or anything like that. The rest we can just disregard. The rest of these ones, don't need them. Just disregard them. If you've got the other bins, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't connect them. Just leave them disconnected, because they can interference can feed back in. So it's best to leave it disconnected. I was going to tell you something else then, but I forgot. No doubt it'll come to me. Oh yes. So blue 2, solid. So with the way these comes out, the solid colours are 1, 2, and 3. So if you had a number 1, that would be green solid, and then it sort of works way back out again. So it's got 1 and 6 repair, 2 and 5 repair, 3 and 4 repair. So it would be green pair would be 1 and 6, 2 and 5 would be blue pair, orange pair would be 3 and 4. Sorry, it's a Saturday, my brain's working quite hard today. And so we're going to put this back into your master socket. And I'm just going to feed that back in there. No, I'm not. I'm going to feed it back that way. So we've got that. So like that. Now that goes into there like that. Yeah. And then you would screw that back down with the 2 little screws. Don't lose them, because there's not any place to sell the exact ones you want. So, and then we've got that. So that will probably go through your wall, or that even might sort of leave through one of these holes in your socket here, or something like that. And that might, or even run surface to another point. But eventually it's going to go to where you want your second telephone point. So we're going to assume this is in another room. We know it isn't. And we're going to do the same again. So with this one, I'm going to just cut a bit back. If you're quite generous with how much you cut back, it just gives you more play when you do it. So again, I'm going to use the string, providing the cable. Not all cables have this string, just to reveal a nice bit of virgin cable. So once I do that, it comes away from the jacket, and the incision I made was actually up here. So I know I can confidently say I haven't cut into those pairs, because that bit's going to be cut off eventually. Dispose of the jacket. Dispose of the strings. Don't need that anymore. It served its purpose. If your cable doesn't have the string, which not all cables do, then you just need to be extra careful when you're cutting. You don't want to be sort of penetrating into the inner pairs. Quite common if you just change a Stanley blade knife. Sometimes you go right through. That's one of the reasons I'm always using a blunt knife. So it's the same concept on this one. It just looks a bit different. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, but we're only going to connect the ones we need, because you haven't got lights so that you can pick up. So we're going to dispose of green pair, brown pair, and striped orange, white and orange. So we're just going to get rid of them. It's handy to have them, because if you need to run a telephone line back or an extension another way, you've got spare pairs. Which also leads me to another point I was going to make, was these are the standardised cables that we want to use. Yeah, if you're buying, essentially they just need to be the same either end. Yeah, you can't cross them over, so we're just matching them. You can buy cable that doesn't have these colours. Some of them has like black, yellow, red. In which case you can't cable it to the standard, you've just got to match it the other end. And also don't assume that whoever's done the work before, if you're picking this up from someone else, that they've done it right, because they may have done it wrong. Especially where they've used like Cat5 to run a signal, a telephone line there and back again, because they can't always use the correct one. So, so we're going to lay it down the middle. So we're going to start with, what have we got here? Bluetooth. There. And punch that down. Get rid of the excess. Orange, 3 for our ring circuit. And blue and white. White and blue, sorry. 5. Yeah, so there's our telephone extension, all cabled, all ready to go. There's a bit here where you'd put that up like that. You'd put a little cable tie around that bit on this particular socket, and then that will just keep it all nice and snug. And then that will screw into your back box, and the telephone would connect to that part of the socket. So, hope you like the video. Hope it will save you some money. Maybe you won't have to call a professional out or call BT out with their sort of £500 call out charge, whatever it is now. If you did like it, please do give this video a thumbs up. Please do leave a comment in the section below. Please do subscribe to our channel, because there's lots more videos like this. And follow us on social media, Facebook, blah blah blah. I'm sure you get the gist. Anyway, I'm Tom from Smart Aerials. Bye for now.